There are moments in life when the world feels unbearably heavy, moments when the noise in our mind is louder than the noise outside. And it was exactly in one of those moments that Elias, a simple man from a quiet village, felt his spirit beginning to break. Since childhood, Elias had lived under the shadow of responsibility. He lost his father early and had to carry the weight of a home that depended on him. As he grew, life didn't ease. On the contrary, it demanded more. Marriage brought new worries, bills piled up, work became unstable, and every time he thought a storm had passed, another cloud formed on the horizon. Elias felt trapped in a cycle of problems that never ended. No matter what he did, peace always seemed just out of reach. One night, exhausted and holding back tears he didn't want anyone to see, Elias made a decision. Maybe the only way to find peace is to run away from everything. So at dawn, he sought the one person everyone in the region said could help, a wise monk known for guiding lost souls back to the right path. When Elias arrived, the monk listened silently to his confession. "I can't take it anymore. Every year, every month, every day, something new goes wrong. I don't want to fight anymore. I want peace. I want to become your disciple and leave everything behind." The monk closed his eyes for a moment, then nodded. "Very well," he said softly. "But first, walk with me to the village across the valley." Relief washed over Elias. Finally, he thought, a way out. They walked for hours until they reached a roaring river, wild, fast, and intimidating. "We must cross," the monk said. So they stood by the riverside. Minutes passed, then many more. The daylight shifted, the water roared, and still the monk didn't move. Elias grew restless. "Master, why aren't we crossing?" The monk, calm as the river was chaotic, replied, "We are waiting for the river to dry." Elias blinked, confused. "But that will never happen," he said. "This river has flowed like this for generations. If we wait for it to dry, we'll be stuck here forever." The monk finally turned to him with a serene smile. "Exactly, Elias. And yet, isn't this how you've been living? Waiting for your problems to disappear before you move forward?" The words struck Elias harder than any hardship he had faced. The monk continued, "Life is this river. Its waters never stop flowing. Problems don't stop either. They only change their shape. If you refuse to move until everything is calm, until everything makes sense, until everything is easy, you will never take a single step. Peace is not found when the water is still. Peace is found when you learn to cross, even when the river is raging." Elias felt a lump in his throat. For the first time, he realized he wasn't cursed, nor was his life uniquely difficult. He had simply been waiting for the world to become gentle, waiting for burdens to disappear, waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. The monk placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Courage isn't born from the absence of problems. It is born from the decision to walk despite them." That day, Elias didn't become a disciple. Instead, he returned home, but something inside him had shifted. He stopped expecting life to calm down and began learning how to move forward in the midst of chaos. He faced debts with discipline, his family with patience, work with resilience, and slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, life began to respond. Not because problems vanished, but because Elias stopped letting them paralyze him. And he discovered a truth many take a lifetime to learn. The river never dries, but you become stronger, braver, and wiser with every crossing. This is the great lesson. Problems are not signs of failure. They are part of the journey. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You create it by acting. Peace doesn't arrive when difficulties end. It blossoms when you decide to walk through them. Life won't wait. And neither should you.